Hello children, myself Ishwarchand Balichwal welcomes all of you in this session. Today we are continuing our first chapter, rational number. In this we are discussing associative property. For division, if A, B and C are three rational number, for this A divide B divide C. First we associate B and C in left hand side, and in right hand side first we associate A and B, okay, and check whether the value of both the sides are equal or not. So here we take three numbers, A equal to 1 by 3, B equal to minus half and C equal to 3 by 4, okay. This side we first associate minus half and 3 by 4, and right hand side we first associate 1 by 3 and minus half, okay, and calculate the values. Here when we divide minus half by 3 by 4, first we convert this division sign into the multiplication and invert this number. 3 by 4 become 4 by 3. Whole is divided by 2 times, okay. So this become 2 into minus 1, that is minus 2, and 3 by 3, okay. So 1 by 3 divided by minus 2 by 3. Now we change this division sign by multiplication sign and invert this number. So this become minus 3 by 2. 3 cancel out by 3, and here what left? Minus 1 by 2. So left hand side become minus half. Now we calculate right hand side. Here first we calculate 1 by 3 divided by minus half. So this division sign converted by this multiplication sign, and we invert this number. So this become minus 2 by 1, okay. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2, 3 into 1, 3. Now minus 2 by 3 divided by 3 by 4, so we change this sign and invert the number. This become 4 by 3, okay. So now minus 2 into 4, that is minus 8, 3 into 3, 9. So right hand side value minus 8 by 9. Here we can see clearly left hand side minus half not equal to right hand side minus 8 by 9, okay. So left hand side not equal to right hand side. So here we found, what we found? Division is not associative for rational number, okay. Now we take an example and find the value by using different properties. Here the question is 4 by 7 plus minus 5 by 11 plus minus 9 by 22 plus 8 by 21, okay. Here for easiness we use commutativity and associativity. By using commutativity, first we change the order and then we use associativity. So here we can see 4 by 7 and 8 by 21. In both of these fractions we can see 21 is the LCM. So we shift this from here to there. This is commutativity, that is we change the order. So now 4 by 7 plus 8 by 21. This 8 by 21 place here, and both of these terms shifted toward right side, okay. Now 4 by 7 plus 8 by 21 and minus 5 by 11 plus minus 9 by 22. Here 11 and 22 is the LCM. So we can solve both of these terms easily. Now take 21 LCM. So 21 divided by 7, we get 3 into 4, 12, and here 8 into 1. So 12 plus 8. Now 22 is the LCM. By dividing 11 we get 2 into minus 5 minus 10, and here minus 9, Now add this 20 by 21 and here minus 19 by 22. Now take the LCM 21 and 22. The LCM of 21 and 22 is 21 into 22. So this is 462. Okay. Now 462 divided by 21, we get 22. So 22 into 20 is 440. And by dividing 462 by 22, we get 21. So 21 into minus 19, we get minus 399. Both these terms are different sign, having different signs. So we subtract them, we get 41 by 462. This is the value of this. If we not use this commutativity and associativity, then what happen? In starting, we have to take LCM, a very big number, so calculation is very complicated. So by using this commutativity and associativity, our problem reduces simply. Okay. So by this way we can solve our problem. Now we take next property. Here our next example. Find the value of these. Minus 8 by 7 into 4 by 5 into 21 by 16 into minus 15 by 12. Okay. By commutativity and associativity, we can solve this. Here we see that here 8 by 7 and 21 by 16. Here 21 is divisible by 7. So we shift this fraction from here to near the 8 by 7 and 4 by 5 near to minus 15 by 12. So 5 and 15 cancel out by each other 3 times. Okay. So we use the commutativity, we shift them. Minus 8 by 7 and we write 21 by 16 here and 4 by 5 here and associate both of these terms by associativity. Now we can solve this. 21 divided by 7 3 times and by 8 16 divided by 2 times. So this reduces minus 3 by 2. Here 15 divided by 5 3 times and 12 divided by 4 3 times. And this 3 cancel out by this 3 and we get only minus 1. Okay. So this reduces as minus 3 by 2 into minus 1. And the result is minus into minus plus, so 3 by 2. So this problem reduces very simple. But if we not put by this way and we calculate, then this problem is some difficult. So by using different properties we can solve our question. Now we learn about property of 0. When we add 0 to anything, the value of that number not change. Here we can see 3 plus 0 equals 0 plus 3 equals 3. So here 0 is a additive identity. Okay. Again we take other example. Minus 7 plus 0. 0 minus 7 equals minus 7. So by adding 0, there is no change. So 0 is the additive identity. If we add 0 in any fraction, like this, minus 3 by 8 plus 0, 0 plus minus 3 by 8, the value becomes minus 3 by 8, same as the fraction. So here we can see 0 is an additive identity. So 0 is an additive identity for rational number as well as whole number and integers. So we can write a plus 0 equal to 0 plus a equal to a. So here 0 is additive identity. Now we check property of 1. When we multiply any number by 1, we get the same number. Here 5 into 1 equal to 5. 1 into 5 equal to 5. So here 1 is what? 1 is the multiplicative identity. Now we see more example. Minus 3 by 5 into 1. 1 into minus 3 by 5. Here when we multiply this fraction by 1 by this way or by change the order, we get the same value, minus 3 by 5. So here 1 is the multiplicative identity. Hence a into 1 equal to 1 into a equal to a. So here 1 is a multiplicative identity for rational numbers as well as whole numbers and integers. Okay. Now additive inverse. What is additive inverse? Here 3 by 7 plus minus 3 by 7. When we add these numbers, what happens? Both are like fractions. So 7 is the LCM and 3 minus 3 becomes 0. So 0 by 7 equal to 0. When we add any number to the other number and if we get 0, then this number is called additive inverse of this. And this 3 by 7 is the additive inverse of minus 3 by 7. So these numbers are additive inverse of one another. Okay. Now again we see how minus 3 by 7 plus 3 by 7 we get minus 3 plus 3 upon 7, 0 by 7, 0. So when we change the order, that is when we write down the additive inverse of this 3 by 7 as minus 3 by 7, we get 0. And when we write down additive inverse of minus 3 by 7 as 3 by 7, we get 0. So these numbers are additive inverse of one another. Okay. In standard form, a by b plus minus a by b equals minus a by b plus a by b. Here we change the order, but in both these cases we receive 0 because a by b plus minus a by b are cancel out and we get 0. So we can say that additive inverse of a by b is minus a by b and additive inverse of minus a by b is a by b, because by adding both these we receive 0. And when we receive 0, which is the additive identity, so both the numbers are additive inverse of one another. Okay. So this is our property. Okay. Now we learn reciprocals. Reciprocals, that is multiplicative inverse. Here 4 by 21 into 21 by 4 is equal to 1, because this 21 cancel out by 21 and 4 is cancel out by 4, so only 1 left. So here reciprocal of 4 by 21 is 21 by 4. Okay. Again minus 3 by 5 into 5 by minus 3. Here 5 cancel out by 5, minus 3 cancel out by minus 3. So we get 1. So here 5 by minus 3 is reciprocal of minus 3 by 5. Why? Because when we multiply two numbers to each other and we get 1, which is the multiplicative identity, then both of these numbers are called reciprocal of each other or multiplicative inverse of each other. Okay. But this cannot possible for 0. Or in the case of 0, this is not possible. So reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of 0 is not exist. So we can conclude what? A rational number C by D is called reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of A by B if there exists A by B into C by D equal to 1. Here this number multiply by this and we get 1, which is multiplicative identity. This time this C by D is the multiplicative inverse of A by B or reciprocal of A by B, and A by B is the reciprocal of C by D or multiplicative inverse of C by D. Okay, this is the expression by which we conclude when two numbers multiply by each other and we get 1, then they are multiplicative inverse. They are multiplicative inverse of one another. Now we learn other property, distributive property of multiplication on addition for rational number. Here A into B plus C. Now A is outside of this bracket, so A multiplied by B and A multiplied by C. So we get AB plus AC. Okay. Here when we put negative here, that is A into B minus C, again we multiply A by B, AB minus A into C. Okay, so this is the distributive property for all rational numbers A, B and C. If this held, so we say that this is the distributive property. By taking example we can check. Here A is minus 3 by 4, B is 2 by 3 and C is minus 5 by 6. So here first we associate these two as B plus C, and here we can calculate AB plus AC. This is A, this is B, this is A, this is C. So AB and AC, and check whether the value we receive are same or not. Now multiply this by this. Minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Then we get this. But here first we calculate addition of this, then we multiply this, and here we directly multiply this and check what is the value we receive. Here 6 and 3 are the denominators, so 6 is the LCM. When we divide 6 by 3 we get 2, 2 2 are 4, and here minus 5. So this become 4 minus 5, this is minus 1 by 6, and by multiplying this minus 3 by 4, 6 divided by 3 2 times, and minus 1 into minus, this is plus 1, and this 4 into 2 is 8. This 4 into 2 is 8. Okay, so we get the value of left hand side just equal to 1 by 8. Now we calculate the right hand side. When we multiply this and this, we get this. So here this is A and this is B, this is A and this is C. Okay, now this 4 is divided by this 2 times, and this 3 divided by 3 1 time. So we get minus 1 by 2 here, and here this 6 divided by this 3 2 times. Okay, so what happened? In numerator minus into minus 5, that is 5, minus into minus plus 4 into 2 8. Now take LCM both of these. 8 is the LCM. Okay, when divided by 2 we get 4. 4 and minus 1, this is minus 4, this is 5. By making the difference of these we get 1, so 1 by 8. So right hand side is 1 by 8 and left hand side is also 1 by 8. So here left hand side equal to right hand side, so we can say this is hold good. A into B plus C equal to AB plus AC. This is the distributive property of multiplication on addition. Okay. Now we take more example by using this type of properties. This is our question. Find 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 14 minus 3 by 7 into 3 by 5. Here, by visualizing this, we can see that here minus 3 by 7 and here minus 3 by 7 are common. So, we move these two terms here to near to these two terms. Okay, by commutativity. So first we shift this here 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7. Now this both the term we write here with sign minus 3 by 7 into 3 by 5 by commutativity, and this minus 1 by 4 shifted here because by commutativity there is no change. Now here we can see what this minus 3 by 7 and this minus 3 by 7 is common, but before we taking common, first we shift this minus into this 3 by 7 and put plus here. Okay, so this become plus and this negative sign goes to 3 by 7. Now why we do this? Because we want to make both these terms same, because by this we can take common this minus 3 by 7. So here in both these terms there is minus 3 by 7 minus 3 by 7. So we take minus 3 by 7 common. What left? Here 2 by 5 and here 3 by 5. So minus 3 by 7 and in 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5 and minus 1 by 14 here. This is we are doing by converse of distributivity. In some time ago we see A into B plus C equals AB plus AC, and here we follow the converse of this. AB plus AC equals what? A into B plus C. Now we can check. If we write AB plus AC, what we can do? We can write this as by taking A common, B plus C. So this is the converse of distributivity, and here we use this to solve this problem. Okay, so problem converted easy form. Okay, now solve this. Here both the fractions having like fraction. So what happened? When we add this, 5 is the LCM and 2 plus 3, 5. 5 by 5 is 1. Okay, so this reduces as 1 and this is minus 3 by 7, minus 1 by 14. Okay, now multiply this. Minus 3 into 1, minus 3 by 7 and minus 1 by 14 here. Now take the LCM 14. Here we take the LCM. By dividing 7 we get 2. 2 into minus 3 we get minus 6 and minus 1 here. So they are minus 7 by 14. Here 14 divided by 7 2 times. So we get minus half. Okay, this is the value of this answer of this question. Okay, now we take another question to learn reciprocals. Here fourth question is multiply 7 by 15 from reciprocal of minus 5 by 13. Okay, so first we take the value of this, reciprocal of this, then we multiply this. So first we want to know what is the reciprocal of this minus 5 by 13. Here reciprocal of minus 5 by 13 is 13 by 5. Why? Because when we multiply both these terms, we got 1. Why? This cancel out by this and this cancel out by this. So these terms are reciprocal of one another. Now this 13 by minus 5 is multiplied by this 7 by 15 according to question, because this is the reciprocal of this. And what is the question? 7 by 15 multiplied by reciprocal of this, and reciprocal of this is 13 by 5. So we multiply 13 by 5 to 7 by 15. Now 7 into 13, 91. 15 into 5, 75 with this minus sign. This is the value of this. Okay. And first we check here. Minus 5 by 13 and 13 by 5. When we multiply both of these are cancel out and we get 1. Okay. Which is the multiplicative identity. So both these numbers are reciprocal of one another. So this is the answer. Now we have to show that minus of minus x equal to x. Okay. Here value of x is 13 by 14. Here x equal to 13 by 14. So the additive inverse of x is equal to minus x. Why? When we add minus x to x, we get 0. So these are additive inverse of one another. And here the value of x is 13 by 14. So value of minus x is minus 13 by 14. Here we check. 13 by 14 plus minus 13 by 14 equals 0. So these are the additive inverse of one another. Additive inverse of minus 13 by 14 is 13 by 14. Here we found the additive inverse of this minus 13 by 14, which is 13 by 14. How? Check here. Now minus 13 by 14 plus 13 by 14 equal to 0. So here 13 by 14 is the additive inverse of this minus 13 by 14. Okay. So these are, both the terms are reciprocal, both the terms are additive inverse of one another. Okay. So if we put minus of this minus 13 by 4, minus into minus, it converted 13 by 4. But here we can see this 13 by 14 is the additive inverse of this minus 13 by 14. Okay. That is minus of minus x equal to x. And this is which is we want to show. Minus of minus x equal to x. And now we are showing that minus of minus x equal to x with the help of this. Hence it is proved. Okay. Have a nice day.